Okay, guys, we're back. Back for Jeremy's Detective Comics, number 33. Now, what are we going to do next? What we're going to do is I am going to put the Polytex and the wrap on this shelving unit right here, and we're going to do some blotting. Okay, so I'm going to lift it up nicely, just like this, and we're going to hopefully, boop, look at that, get it nice on the board. And you see how I did the boop? I did sound effects. Let's make this a little bit bigger too. Okay, we're a little bit bigger. Big and strong like a bull. Yeah. Okay. So, I want to thank everyone stopping by, watching. James Galagos. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right, James. Peter Alici, or Aleche. It's my New York accent, guys. Metarog. Metarog's always there in the morning checking out the uploads. Kevin. You're always there, Kevin. And again, a lot of other people. Adrift, I want to shout out. He's been coming around a lot. Jerry the Jitterbug Nation. And again, guys, if I didn't say your name, I'm always thinking about you. Ken Titus. Hey, Ken from Japan. How you doing, man? Okay, so what we're doing, and again, just little shout outs. I know there's plenty. Lawston Wallace. Hey, Lawston. A little shout out for you. I really appreciate you guys. So what we just did was a little blotting, okay, to get some of the water out, because that's very important. And I'm taking the paper towel, look, and I'm smoothing out the Rimet, and I'm pulling it. And this is not Rimet, this is Polytex. And what we're going to do is we are going to get some new Polytex after this, because these two pieces have, I think, seen the last of their life. And it happens. I use the sheets quite often, many times, many different wraps. I use the same sheets, but they just get dirty, and not with dirt, but just with the products that we're using, and they get discolored. And once they start getting discolored, you want to probably try to change them. So what I'm doing now is I'm just flattening out the leaf casted area that we did, smoothing it out with a spoon. Okay, Spoon Man. I know I like to say that in Mike Night Tiger Comics. Rawr, hear me roar. He told me that Spoon Man was a performer, a street performer. Thank you, Mike. That was a few uploads ago that you told me that. That's something I looked up, and you are 100% right. So this is very important to do this, just to smooth out the cast that you put on, because you want to make it look as best as possible. And what we did is we resized the wrap with methyl cellulose and water. And right now what we are going to do is I am just going to get this ready to put in the book binding press. And the way I do it is I'll take a paper towel just like this, okay, and we'll set it out nice, right? Lay it nice and flat. It's very important that you make it flat. Now, I may have an issue that I just thought of, lifting up the shelving unit. I think it's going to stick, and sometimes things like that happen. So let me see if I can get it up this way. And that worked out well, because it sticks sometimes because it's wet. So I just want to make sure that the positioning is nice on the paper towel, just like that, okay? And it looks pretty good to me. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another sheet of paper towels just like this, bloop, And we're going to use some Jerry the Jitterbug sound effects. Bloop. Just like that. And then we're going to take another sheet of plastic. Just like this. Bleep. Okay. And these sheets of plastic, you really need, and I made a mistake. I should have used my small shelving units instead of putting this big boy up, but it's really not a super mistake because I just lift it up like this and we're going to put it down just like this. And look, some casting came out, which is not bad because that was just on the Reme. And hopefully the camera's picking this up because we are doing a lot. Maybe we shut these lights off. I don't need to be super lighted up for this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my second board on just like this. Okay. And after we put the second board on, it is off to the bookbinding press, copy press, / Big Bertha. And why don't we show how I do it? So I never show it, or I do sometimes. And there we go. It's in Big Bertha in the bookbinding press. And I position it nice right in the middle. And then what we do is we go ee. Get it nice in the middle like that. And then I put the pressure on it. And I go tight like this. That's it. So it's in there. That's all you need to do. So what I'll do is I'll keep it in that bookbinding press, copy press, / Big Bertha. And then we'll keep it overnight. I'll keep the paper towels and I'll change them in the morning. And then I will replace the paper towels. Okay, so I'm going to continue this upload because I know it wasn't that long, and we're going to see the results. So I'll see you shortly. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, we're back. So the wrap for Jeremy's Detective Comics was placed in the bookbinding press, as you saw, and it was placed overnight. So what I want to do now is I want to change out the paper towels. Now, this is a slow process, guys. You're not going to get this done quickly, and I like to take my time. And as you can see, hopefully the camera's picking it up. Look how smooth the paper towel becomes. And it's very wet, the paper towel, as well. Not very wet, I take that back. Very damp. Okay, and I'm putting it to the side on one of my pipes here because I can reuse the paper towel again for a second application of something. So I'm not going to take the Reme off, but what I like to do is I like to give it one other compression treatment with my spoon before I reapply the second round of paper towels. And this really, I believe, gives a better result because we're compressing down the leaf casting to the wrap a second time just to help smooth it out. And as you can see, I still have the paper towels on the bottom of the wrap. I did not remove them yet, and we will remove them after I hit it once again with the spoon, giving it some nice pressure to lay out the leaf casting firmly onto the wrap that we worked on. Now off to my side, I have another fresh piece of paper towel. We're going to put my second or first sheet of plastic on, and that's why these plastic sheets are something that are very useful, because look how easy I flipped it over without disturbing anything. And then when you lift the plastic, you want to take your time just like that and remove the paper towel nice and slow so you don't disrupt any of the leaf casting and the Hollytex, because if you lift the Hollytex when it is damp, the wrap and the leaf casting, you run risk of putting wrinkles into it and things of that nature that we don't want to do. So there was a light little rubbing over with the spoon. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put our second piece of paper towel on the back end. And then we're going to reapply our second piece of plastic. Then the shelving unit on top. And then it's going to go back in the bookbinding press. So I think that's it for this upload. The next upload, what we will do is we will show the wrap fully dried. And in fact, I will probably change out the paper towels one more time tomorrow or overnight. So give it around 10 to 12 hours, and then we'll just wrench down on the shelving units in the bookbinding press, copy press / Big Bertha, yeah. And that's it, guys. So I appreciate you stopping by. This is a shorter upload. I want to vary them. If you haven't hit the sub button or follow, do all those great things. And again, here is my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. Bronze Age tier. There's some really nice books. Silver Age is going to come shortly. And then Golden. So stay tuned.